Hey, today I'm doing the next warm up in the series, in stage 2 warm up. The next one is work stuff. We're up to. It uses Werkzeug as a Python-based web application toolkit used by popular web frameworks. It facilitates many complex functions related to HTTP protocol by providing flexibility and modularity. Recommended to understand vulnerabilities of web applications built using Werkzeug. So we'll go to the warm up. And it's practice exploiting vulnerabilities using Metasploit as well. So yep, as always we've got our VPN connected already up there. 10.8.1.2.2.5. We'll start the machine. Wait for that to start. And we've got to find what answers these questions. We'll work through those questions. Okay, we've got our IP address. We'll copy that. So just cancel that one. So we'll do this time we'll use Rust scan, and we'll put our IP in there. And straight away we see we've got port 80 open, and it's searching for any other ports that are open. So we'll just wait for that to finish. So we can have a look at port 80. And it's Alto Web Services. It's just loading. We've got an about page, we've got services, information about web design, mobile applications, cloud hosting, digital marketing, UI UX design. It's got an about us page, why choose us, testimonials. It's got a contact email there, so we can have a look at the source page. Let's have a quick look through here, see if there's anything that points to anything that help us. It doesn't look like it. No, there's nothing there, I don't think. So we'll close that one. See how Rust scan's going. It's still going. Because we've got port 80 open, we can run a directory scan. Now it's doing an nmap scan. So we'll do a directory scan. We'll use GoBuster, something different. We'll put our IP address in here. And we use 50 threads, and we're going to use that word list big.txt. So we'll run that. And see, we've found about and services already, but we already knew about those pages. Yep, about and services. We can have a look at services. We've already seen that before. We've got about. It just points to different parts in the main page. So we'll wait for that to run, and we've got our mmap scan done. And we can see port 80 is the only port that's open. It's running Werkzeug 1.01, Python 3.92. Because we know it's port 80 is the only port open, we can do a quick mmap scan to find out what operating system it is. Just do a -O operating system, and we'll do -P and we want port 80 and the IP address, and it'll tell us what operating system it is. And we can see it's Linux. It's guessed as Linux. Okay, so we know it's a Linux machine, and it's running Werkzeug Python. So if we go back to our directory scan, there we go, we see we've got a console here. So we can have a look at console. And we've got an interactive console that's running Werkzeug. If we have a look here, the Wapalizer, we can see it's Flask, and it's Python 3.92, and it's running Werkzeug. Okay, so let's have a look at questions. What is the WGSGI web application library running on to port 80? So we found that already. It's Werkzeug Werkzeug 1.01 Python 3.92. What's the next question? Which directory path is accessible if the debug mode is active? Well, we found console open, so I'd say it's console is the answer for that one. So we've got our interactive console here. The next question. Which CLI tool can we search for exploits in Exploit DB? So that's there's a tool called, let's stop that, a tool called Searchsploit, and we'll put in Werkzeug, and it's searching for exploits. So, and we found one Metasploit one here for command execution. So the answer there is Searchsploit for that one. What is the name of the CLI tool that offers rich content with exploits and payloads and various scan scripts? Well, that's Metasploit, and to run Metasploit we'll do run msf console -q for quiet. So we'll start up Metasploit, and then we'll search for Werkzeug and try and find an exploit. While that's running, we can also enumerate this interactive console here. I found a good resource. Was if you're look up Werkzeug Python enumeration, and have a look at this Werkzeug pen testing. We can see here manual exploration. We can access the console page. We're able to execute RCE. So we can try some of these commands to find out who the user that's running on the machine. So we just copy that one, put it in there. We run that, and we get root. Alright, and we can also get a reverse shell on the machine by the look of it, so we can copy this one. We can run it. We can run an import popen bash reverse shell here, and you've got to change this to myop. This is your VPN for Hackviser, so we'll make it's this one up here, 10.8.1.225, and it's using port 444. So we can, Metasploit's running now, but we can do a netcat on 444, start a listener ready to catch our reverse shell, and we should be able to run that. It didn't give any response, but if we have a look back at our listener, and where we go, we're connected. That's one way you can connect to the machine, just by doing that. We're connected as root, so we can have a look at the because we're root, we can have a look at the shadow file, and we can see the Hackviser is the user on the machine with the hash there, password hash, and root users password hash is there. We can do an export term equals x term. We can clear the screen now. So we've got a connection to the target there. Now we've got to see if we can get a connection through Metasploit as well. So back at the questions. What is the name of the CLE tool that offers rich content with exploits and payloads as Metasploit? What is the disclosure date of the exploit found related to Werkzeug? So we look up the Werkzeug on Metasploit. So we'll do search and Werkzeug, and we can see we've got a exploit here, multi HTTP debug RCE. So disclosure date is here, 2015, 28th of the 6th, 2015. So there's the answer to that question. What is the disclosure date? Okay, what is the MSF console command to check whether exploit will work before it's actually running? So if we do a use, I'm going to use 0, which is this one here, exploit multi HTTP Werkzeug debug RCE. We'll use that one, and we can see it's, the payload's configured to Python Metapreta reverse TCP. So we can do an options and have a look what settings we've got to put in to make it work. Anything's got a yes we need, we've already got that. rhost yes, so we need to put the rhost in. So that was set rhost, and that's our target IP address, which is this one. Put that in there, and now if we run check, you cannot check okay, so if we have a look at the options again, we can see there's a setting that says where's that setting? Cookie for authentication. auth mode. Here we go. So it's asking for a generated cookie and saying yes, we don't have a generated cookie. So we can set it for different modes here: accepted, generated cookie, known pin, or none. So if we set auth mode for none, then it won't ask for any authentication. So we'll set auth mode to none. If we run options now, we should see that auth mode's on none now. We've got our host, so now if we do a check, it should check without having to sneaking about it. No, here we go. No, cannot unable to connect. Let's try it again. It is connected. Let's have a look. We've got our IP. Let's ping that and see if we've got a connection still. We'll do ping. Ping that. No. Hang on. Do ping. Get rid of that quote. Now it's still connected. So we have a connection to the target. Wonder why it won't work. It says it's unable to connect. It's on port 80. Hang on, what else have we got? What other settings? It's on target URI console. Anyway, that won't work, but let's have a look. What's the question? What is the MFS console command to check whether an exploit is actually running? Will run before it's actually running, whether it'll work. So it's check anyway. So it's not working for some reason. But let's see if we can get a connection with this Metasploit. So we've got to set our L host to my VPN 225. So that's actually all the settings we need to run to get it to work, hopefully. So we'll run, and it's thinking about it. Hopefully we get a connection this way, but we've already got one the other way anyway. We already got one here connected there. No session was created. It says set force exploit to true, so we'll try that. Run again. Hopefully it connects this time. Unable to connect. So for some reason it can't connect to it. Don't know why. Alright, well, secret could not be retrieved. We'll go back. We'll just restart the machine again, try that, and we'll stop this one. Wait a second, we'll restart it again. we're going to wait 15 seconds. Okay, it's starting the warm up again. We've got a different IP this time. Okay, that's running. Copy that. So this time we'll use the same exploit again. Search Werkzeug. Use 0. And do options. We've got our lhosts set already. We've got auth mode to none. We've just got to change the IP because we've got a different IP now. So we'll do set our host to that. Now we'll try running it. This time it might be working. There we go, sending stage. Target is vulnerable. For some reason I couldn't get connection before, don't know why. Alright, so now if we can put in help, we've got all the different commands we can use in Metasploit. Different ones here we can do. We can download files. We can cat files, change directory, change permissions. Now we can execute commands, system info. We can get the user on the machine who's it running as, which I'd say is root. Yep, we're root. We can do system info, and we can see Debian, Linux, so that's 64-bit architecture, and it's Python, Linux. Alright, so we have a connection. What's the next question? Yep, that was check, that one. Which file contains information about customers? Okay, so we can search through, try going to home first, and have a look in home. We've got Hackviser, so we can go cd into Hackviser, and there's only bash history in there, there's nothing in there, so we'll try going to root. Have a look in root, and there we go. We've got an alto file directory here, and the machine was alto. We go back here and have a look. Alto web services, so there's a good chance it might be in there. So if we do cd alto, have a look in here, and we've got app.py, and we've got uploads. We've got an uploads directory, so have a look in there. Have a look in there, and there we go, customers.csv. So the question was, which file contains information about customers? So customers.csv. And what is the email address of the best customer of the month? So we've got to read that file and have a look at it. So the best way to do that would probably we'll just do download that file to our machine. We'll do download customers.csv, customers, and it's downloading, and it's downloaded. Alright, so now we can go to another terminal and close that and have a look, and we've got our customers.csv in there. So if we do a cat customers.csv, we've got a lot of information in here. So what was the question? which email address? What is the email address of the best customer of the month? So we can use grep to find that, because this file is very big and it's going to take a long time to search through it. So we can do grep. We can look for best. So that's in the best customer of the month. So we'll do best. We'll grep for best. So just searching through the whole file for any words that say best, because we're looking for the best customer of the month. And customers.csv, and there we go. It's found best in red here. Best customer of the month. So we found an answer there. What is the email address for the best customer of the month? The email address is right here. No, so Christine at protonmail.net is like the answer. Yeah. Or nolan.christine at protonmail.net. And there's our answer for that question. So that's another warm-up done. That's a good one to explore Werkzeug with Python. Alright, so let's have a look at what the next one is we're going to do. We've done that one, work stuff. The next one we're doing will be Leaf. It's server-side template injection vulnerability. So, yep. I'll see you for that one. Have a good one.